Right, let's do this. So, in this stream, I am going to be showing you how to level up pretty quick. In Emerald Lake. So the recommended level is 5. So, in other words, you're going to need a rod that's level 5, 210 at the most. So you don't lose XP for catching fish. Because it does drop XP the higher the gear that you're using. So like for me, this or this would not work for XP. Money, yeah. XP, no. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove one of my setups. Which one should I remove? Alright, well, I don't use this one as much as the others, so I'm going to unequip this one for now. So, what we're going to need: a reel, some line, an 8-pound line. 6 is okay, but 8 works a little better. You should have some 8-pound fluoro line, which is just as good as any others. Next, any kind of float. I'm just going to use one of my high-level floats. Well, high-level. All floats do the same thing. Then you're going to need some hooks. I'd recommend a 2/0 or a size 6 or 4. They seem to be the best. And bait, we're going to be using shiners or small minnows. And I need to go and buy a rod. I also need to move those into my bag. Move! Move! And move. There we go. So I'm going to take a X series. Damn it! I'm full. Anyway, doesn't matter about all that. We have everything we need. So what we're going to do, I'm going to go and buy a new rod. So this rod is okay. The Omnifloat 1410. That works really well. Or the Omnifloat 11.5 will work pretty good as well. Only this one is bait coins. This one is about 2,000, which is cheap. The next best rod that I would recommend would be, if you prefer lure fishing, an Elemental 8.6 or the Omnifloat 1410. But obviously for you people who are level 5, in between 5 and 10 and don't have access to that rod, the Omnifloat and the Telefloat 21.3 work just fine. So let's go ahead and buy a rod. So because this is just a quick level up tips, I'm going to go ahead and buy a cheap rod. What could I use? We'll use the Omnifloat. Gonna say, it didn't buy, it's trying to con me into buying 2. Rip off. So if I do need any more money to go there, I do have some bait coins that I can turn into money anyway, so we should be fine. And next we're going to need a reel. Doesn't matter what kind of reel, as long as it fits on your rod. So, you want something with max drag. So a Wingcast 1500 is decent. Doesn't hold much line, but it's good, it'll work. Or the Callisto 1400 is a good one as well. What is this drag? 7.7. Oh no, wrong one. £3.5. What's these ones drag? 4.9 and 4.4. So these are both the same price, same level. So if I was you, I'd probably get the Wingcast. Unless you did have a little more, you was a little higher level, then the Aspira would be a brilliant choice. But for this, I'm just going to buy a super cheap one. So we're going to go with this one. Because it is a little bit better. It has a little extra max drag. So we're going to use this one. What? Oh, never mind. I was going to say, I swear I just took 2,000 off of me. I just realised I bought the fishing rod first. Usually I buy the reel first. Never mind. My bad. Right. So lines, we're going to need some £8 lines. So, test £6. We only need a little bit, so I'm only going to get a little bit. So, what you want to do is, obviously you're going to have access to up to here. If you're a little higher, then you may have some more. So these lines, 5.5, 6, 6, and 6. So you should have one bait coin by here. So what I would recommend is buying the Fluoro 008 for one bait coin. Only 150 yards, you don't need more than that. That's plenty enough, because these rods can only cast up to about 150 at the most. And the reason I know that is because my rod is a high level and it doesn't cast quite that far. So, we are going to get one of these. So, £6 line. Works perfectly fine. And everything else we have. Floats, hooks, all this kind of stuff is fine. So, what rod do we have here? Is this the Omnifloat? Yeah, right. So, I've got the Omnifloat equipped. So, what I'm going to do is equip. And move the primer. See, I need the primer because it's good and it cost me quite a bit. So, we're going to equip the Wingcast. And we need to go to backpack to the lines. We need to move some line. So, I have 8. Oh, wow. Oh, I could have just used the Mono 10. It gave me a little bit of money back, so we have plenty more Mono anyway. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over to... Yeah, we have loads of Mono. We need the Fluoro. We need to move that into our backpack in case we do have a snap. And we are going to put 175 on. For 175, you want to go up to 177. Say you're around the mark, because it takes a little off the... I guess to tie it around the reel, I'm assuming it would be. So it doesn't all fall off when you lose all your line. You still have something holding the fish there. Which I can't see how that happened, but if it did, that would what it would be for. So, I'm going to equip our... Quick, Bobby! Bobby! The fuck do you mean the backpack is full, you stupid? So it doesn't matter float you use. I'm going to use a glowy float because I like the glowy float. It's awesome. Doesn't matter what float you use, any float, as long as it is a chubby at least. And chubbies usually cost about 40 money, which is really, really cheap. And either one of these octopus hooks, 2/0, or if you don't have that, a size 6 hook would work just the same. But because I do have the 2 zeros, I'm going to use a 2-0. And the bait we're going to be using, obviously, shiners and small minnows. If you have large minnows because you bought something or whatever, you can use those as well. But for the most part, shiners or small minnows. I'm going to use... I'll use small minnows since I have a ton of them. And our rod is set up and ready to go. So hold on, let me go ahead and make a new party quickly. Alright, there we go. Now it's much quieter. It was way too loud before. I couldn't hear myself speak. So, we are ready more or less. Let me make sure I have everything I need. I do. So, obviously you're going to need a keep net. And by level 5, it should give you a tutorial thing on to buying a keep net. But in case you don't know, we are going to go to tools and equipment. And the fish net that you will unlock would be a fish hook medium. It holds 15 pounds. Unless you want to buy a fish hook S plus, which holds... It's 20 bait coins, but it holds more weight. Or if you are level 6, you could just get a stringer, which are just the same, only they hold a bigger fish. I mean, they hold slightly more weight and are cheap as well. So for this, it's £22, £7.5 max, and for this it's £26 and £5.5 max. So this one, if you could get it, but for the most part, this one or this one will work fine. So the fish you're going to be catching are around 3 to 4 pounds. Mainly, you could catch smaller or bigger, but for the most part, 3 to 4 pounds is what we're going to be catching anyway. So you're going to be filling up in 5 or 6 fish. So it will be a 2-day trip to earn your money back, and then a 3rd day, filling your net for a 3rd time, will give you extra money. But if you're not there for the money and you're just going for the XP, it doesn't matter. You don't have to keep the fish. You can just keep releasing them afterwards if you still have a ton of peak time left, but you don't want to skip to the next day because you're catching fish a lot. Just stay for an extra however long and cap until peak's over, and then move on to the next day is what I would recommend. Right, let me make sure I've got my stuff ready. Yep, it's all there. So let's go Emerald Lake and let's catch some fish. Alrighty. And the place where, oh my god, look at that. What even is that? It's a terrible peak. If you have this peak, just abort the mission and go somewhere else. No, I'm lying. The peak's okay, I guess. Like, from 11 AM you'd be fine. So, we're going to go to the Dock of Peace. Let's get in a private room. So, I don't see all the people joining, so you can actually see what fish I get and things like that. So, obviously this is not the rod we're going to be using. This is a super high level rod. So we're going to go to the, there it is, Omnifloat. This is a rod we're going to be using. We're going to be staying on 4 and 3 tension only. like tension, like these little things. You press left and right on your D-pad to do them. If you know how to do that and you've learned that already, then oh well. But for the people who don't know that, that's what you do. And I'm going to be doing it on free because you may not have enough to get all of the stuff, and you just can afford a few of the things and then come here. So if you want to change your real speed before you cash, you can press just L2 and then aim and just hit up on the D-pad to do that, and you hit L2 when you're done changing it, and press down and up on the D-pad to change your lead inch. Wow, why did it start me on 10 inch? I've never had that before. It's always been on like 20. And we're gonna go up to 55 to 65 leader. So I'm gonna go in the middle. I just prefer 60 to the others. How bendy the rod is. That's the only rod that does that of mine. It's not fair. I want this rod. I'm keeping it. And cast along this. You can cast inside there as well. Like, you can cast it right there, but you do get a snag. So this rod can cast. Hold on, let me see how much it can cast before I go there. It's not the full cast, but I'll still be able to tell. So we cast around 125 feet. And we're just going to leave it in the water here. Seems like a good spot to catch a fish. So I think you get around 150 XP for a pike, and if you get a unique or trophy chain pickerel, it's a little more. But yeah, this is not a pike, I don't think. But it is easy to pull, fairly easy to pull them in. For a newer player, it's not as easy, but you will get the hang of it. Like, you just pull off to the sides and then reel it in, and then pull off to the other side, reel it in, or you can just go straight up and then reel it in over and over again. It doesn't matter how you do it, as long as you get the fish in. So the rod, obviously it's a weak rod and reel and stuff, because you won't have the high level gear, but it is fairly easy to do anyway. It's quick. And we got a walleye. First fish is a walleye. So you get, as you can see, 113 XP for a 2.5 pound, and it's worth 350. That's a lie. 330 premium. Anyway, not premium. I don't know how much. Around 270, I think. Maybe a little less, but still. So that's one fish towards your net. So that's 330 for coming here already. That's nearly the license. You do want an advanced license, so make sure when you're going to buy a license, you buy an advanced license. Oh wow. So yeah, we can cast pretty far. I think it's 120. Yeah, 120 that. So yeah, you want to get an advanced license so you can keep all of the fish. If you're only going for money in your keep net, you are best to just keep the bigger fish that you catch. Anything upwards of £4 you would be wanting to keep, because they are worth the most. If you catch a trophy walleye, you're a god fisher on this game, because I shouldn't hope you was able to catch one of those on this line. It may be a little bit too weak. I know they only grow to 6 point something pounds, but they are super tough to catch on weaker line. I had trouble pulling one in on £8 line, and we're only using £6 line, so you don't have to spend quite as much on your line and things like that. But yeah, you should have one bait coin to get 150 yards, so that's plenty enough line. But yes, you do want to make sure you have your max cast. So with this setup, it's a max cast of 120. So you do want to have around 50 feet of slack line on your reel in case a fish does start pulling you out, so you don't lose the fish due to having no line left when you cast and not being able, because I think it snaps your line. I think it's an instant snap on your line maybe. I'm not 100% sure. I've never had that problem. I've always used way too much line on my reels. Like, gone as much as I can. I don't know. Seems like the logical thing to do, I guess. Have a lot of line. So, I'm not sure whether the line has an effect on the cast or not. So, pretty sure that, like, the reels say it. I think the fluoro's like in the middle of the braid and the mono. Like the mono are two complete different ones, and then the fluoro's like in the middle somewhere. Yeah, here we've got another fish on. It is a... I think it's a trophy pickerel, maybe. It's not fighting like a northern pike or anything like that. Oh, it's a young northern pike, no wonder. So if you was going for money as well as XP, you wouldn't keep this one, you would release it, but since I have £154 in my net, I am going to keep it. I'm going to keep everything I catch, because that's the way I am. So, I'm pretty sure for the more northern pike casting here is the best option, but I always cast up here. I don't cast right next to them, I just cast sort of next to them. But I do go a lot further than this. I think I go like 160 feet. So I'm more off pointing that way, casting up to them. But yeah, this line holds up perfectly well against a £2 fish. Well, 2.5 £5 fish, so I'm pretty sure it can hold a £4 without snapping. But we will find out. I will be testing that. I am going to make sure I catch at least a £4 fish to see whether it does break your line or not. Because I don't want it to be breaking my line, because then what I've said is false, and £6 line would be a little bit too weak for here. You would need £8 line. And I'm pretty sure you don't have access to that until around level 9. So yeah, walleye is 113 XP for a £2.5 one, so round it up to 110, but around 80 XP if you're not premium. But when you reach, I think, level 5, you do get a free 1 day of premium. So it's best to just maximize that premium and come over into Emerald and just farm the fish until your VI, as much as you can, until your VIP or premium, whatever you want to call it, does run out. So you do get the most out of it. Come on. Come on, fishies. Yes, more now. I don't think you can buy them straight away. I think you have to be a maybe level 7 to buy them. But I'm pretty sure you can buy them at level 5 using bait coins. But yeah, small minnows is the best bait to use in here, along with the shiners and large minnows, but you're not going to have access to those. If you were to do some lure fishing, you'd probably be best using a jig head with a amber or orange grub. That would be the best thing, because they catch walleye, chain pickerel, redfin pickerel. They catch all of the fish in here, more or less. And you want to use a straight and slow, or a straight with them. Come on, why is it taking so long? Is either small minnows moving around? Because they're moving the float around. I think they're running from something. They're definitely... I say they. It's probably running from something. It's definitely running from something. You see the float moving. It's ducking, dodging, diving and weaving, trying to get out of danger from the fish that is about to eat it. And I'm about to reel in. Dun, 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 dun. Come on, hurry up. I could probably do with being at peak time. Yeah, this Omnifloat as well, it should last you, if you are level 7 and doing this, the Omnifloat should last you till around rank 11. It does work pretty good. I used it until level 11 and then I bought a Nero, which is also a rod that lasts for a while because it's really good. So this is a chain pickerel, I think, because they seem to just swim straight to you. A yellow perch. Yeah, I'll keep it. But if you was farming XP and money at the same time, like I said, you would just throw that one back. Same as the young northern pikes, you'd just throw it back in. Right, come on. So it's on the land, so all we're going to do is reel it in to around 80, just so it's over the lip, because there is a little ledge thing over there. I can't actually show you because I can't zoom in, but like right here along the reeds is a drop where it gets deeper down here, so that's why I wouldn't be fishing there, because it's right next to a ledge and the pike like to hide under things and come out and catch their prey. So this spot is fairly quick, but since I'm not at peak time, it is going to take a little bit longer. Come on, hurry up. Well, something's chasing them now. So you know when something's chasing it because your float starts moving. There we go. Because the Minnows going crazy. So this is a good size, I'm pretty sure, because it just pulled my line by around 6 feet without a problem when I hit it. So it is, oh yeah, it is a pretty decent one. I think it could be a trophy. Come on, get here. Ah. No! Stop running! Come back! What? Yeah. What is this? I don't know, but I've got it. It is a trophy chain pickerel. Look at that XP. So, 321 and 143 XP for a trophy. 3.148. Well, 3.15 should I say, because it's what it's close to. 3.15 pound. And that is a nice fish. I'll keep it. So, just cast. Yeah. In here, you don't even need a long cast. It's only around 80 feet that we're casting to. So we're in this exact same spot again. 79 feet out. Just over that edge. And there's already something on the bait because it's going crazy again. Me like it. Another thing is it doesn't have that far. It can't go that far. Because there is a ledge at one side of it. So it only has 3 ways it can go. Can't go all 4 ways in every direction away from it. Oh, tension. So this is a smaller fish, but maybe a decent size. Could be okay, I guess. Right, so we're gonna another. Oh wow, another trophy, 2 in a row. Look at that. So at least we know we're catching trophies. So 2 trophies in a row. a grass pickerel and a chain pickerel. That's what I like. So if you ain't got your trophy hunter yet, this is going to work for trophy hunter as well. I mean, that's a little off to the side, but oh well. So as soon as it lands, reel in to around 79, 80 feet. I don't know why, but every time I've landed 79, which seems to be working really well at the moment. So I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing. Don't want to ruin the moment. And there's already something chasing it. It's going straight out. It's like, no, don't get me. Go for another one. So there's actually Manaus in this pond, so they don't have to go for ours. So the water is already baited, so we don't have to throw bait. And you know, when you're like fishing with sweet corn and stuff in real life, and you throw some sweet corn or whatever around your bait, you don't have to do that because there's already Manau in this water. What we got here? It is a pike, a young northern pike. It's alright, friends. It's not good. Not what we're looking for. So they are the littler fish in here. But this is where the northern pike usually are hiding. So I'm snagged. I went a little bit too far. If you get snagged, that is a problem. So what you want to do is turn up your tension and snap it out of there as fast as you can. You just want to snap it out. And my float just come flying away from the area in which we was casting. So I'm not going to cast quite as far this time, because I don't want that to happen again, because then it'll ruin another cast. You kidding me? So, there we go, look. Yeah. Perfect. Pulled it right into a spot. So we're going to knock it back down to 3 again. So when you get snagged, just put it at, set your tension to 4, and then just rip it out. Just hit L2 and it'll fling it out. If you're not having too much slack on your line when you do land the cast. Are you kidding me? So, and it works straight away. Pulls it straight out, and you're good to keep going in the exact same spot in which you was already at. But we're still like right next to the same area. Is that Manau trying to get away from the big fish, going in all the little weaving spots and pulling me in there? And like, yeah, get snagged. But yeah, you will hit some snags. But it doesn't matter. I'm going to go and show you the other side of the pond as well, where you can fish for the same things. So, as soon as we get the fish that's chasing them now right now, we will move over to the other side. Don't dare go in there and get snagged again. Only hurts you because I have to pull you out of it as well. Evil. Look at that, he's dragging it right into the middle of them. Come on. Oh, you know what? I am a little bit. Yeah. There we go. Now we're at the ledge. Because I forget the ledge is sort of dips further this way when it gets further down. So it was a little bit off. Now we should be good. Good to catch for fish. There we go. Something's chasing them now again. on. Get him. Can't be that hard. Oh, so I mean, now just jumped out of the water. Wasn't my one, I hope. That would not be good if my jumped out of the water. Man's gaining skills. Figuring out how to get away from the fish. So, we are just going to reel in. Come here. And the fish left. And now was just going crazy by himself. So, the other spot is over here, in which we can't reach from here. So what we do is we just walk around here. And we fish from down here instead. So the lily pads are there. The way we're gonna fish is budging right up here. So the lily pads are here. What we're gonna do is go right here. So you want to aim it halfway up. Anywhere in that little box is good. And we cast it in. So you want to be aiming around 50 to 70 feet. Anywhere in that mark and we're good. And let's see how long it takes before we get a bite. This is where a friend of mine caught a unique chain pickerel casting through this bush. So for example, you want to be casting anywhere next to this corn dog, hot dog on a stick looking plant here, and you want to be casting at this one here. So anywhere, as long as your rod's inside this and when you cast, around 50 to 70 feet out, you should be fine. And we got a bite. He's not fighting so hard. What do we get? We get a grass pickerel. So, look back here again. Aim. And yeah. Straight in there again. Alright. Oh, I put it up. Ah, are you kidding me? So, up. And jerk. And then lower your tension back down. And we're going to have to reel in a little bit more to get that slack out of the way. So we don't want to be pulling a fish and it not actually jerking the hook into its mouth properly. Because it's slightly... it's not got enough tension on it to pull it. That would not be good. So you can't see your float moving and bait was eaten or lost. And that was probably the unique fish right there. Saying, screw you, you're not catching me because I'm too good for you. Is what it was. I guarantee it. So I'm going to just reel it into 56. This time, let's try a little bit further. But yeah, it's fairly fast catching the fish here. I don't know why it's as good as it is here, but it is. It's really quick. You don't have to wait as long as the other side, but the northern pike are more common over on the other side. The further out you go, the bigger the pike usually is as well. But if you're just wanting those trophies and the unique fish in here, this would be the place to come because this is where they're all hanging out. The other side they do hang out, but it's just more common over here. You catch the grass pickerels, red pickerels, and the chain pickerels all over here. That's where they all are hiding. Right next to the reeds on this side. But they are smarter, so they will take your bait a lot more. It's like they've grown up more, so they're like, well, last time somebody released me, luckily, because I didn't have they didn't have that license that you need to keep me. So they had to put me back, and I've learnt from my mistakes is what they think to themselves. So they don't go for your bait as much, or they snag it without you knowing. That's where the barb comes in, so they can't do that. And we have another one on. What have we got this time? I don't know, but it's pulling me a little bit. It's also really easy to reel them in from here as well. And we've got another grass pickerel. Not as much XP, but... Oh, yep, okay. So if you don't want to aim it, you can just cast it out and then reel it in to where you want to be. So it is a straight line, and you are always at the side of the reeds, or whatever you want to call them, the plants next at the side of the water. You are always right at the side of those, so it doesn't matter how far you cast, you're going to be at the side of them. So you can do this at a super high level, just going for the really big fish at the back. You could just be doing that, and it would work. We go, chain pickerel, 135. Not bad at all. Only 47 XP, so if you was going for money and XP, you would be releasing these as well. But yeah, just casting straight line. So I could go like this, just do a high cast as far as I can go. I can just sit here and wait. It's not as far as I can go, it's like 2 feet off, but same shit, different day. Anyway, so what we wouldn't do is just cast straight up. Doesn't matter where you cast, you're always going to be right next to the reeds in this spot, which is an amazing thing. I'm glad I did find this place. I haven't seen it anywhere else on YouTube, so it is my own spot, I can say, because I haven't seen anyone else using this spot. Oh, straight away we've got a bite. Nice. And it's not a very big one because we just pulled it out of the water like it was a piece of toast. Don't know why I used toast. Yeah, it is really easy to pull in, but it is a young northern pike. See, the further you cast, that's when you start getting into the northern pikes. So if you're going for the big northern pikes, you want to just keep casting like that. Near the top, straight up, about 100 feet out. And that's where all the northern pikes are, but I'm going for the pickerel, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull it in. Let's do 74 feet instead. Let's do that. Might work better. Could get a trophy or a unique doing this. Now, the chances of that happening are very slim, but as you see, I'm still using the level 5 setup that I just got. So, my phone's gonna die. Never. Right. So let me get back to where I was. There we go. So we are steering on my controller in my hand. Wow, that was close. Yeah, I'm a beast. Yeah, this is a tiny fish. This is a perch, I think. I don't know. No, it's not. It's a grass pickerel. Oh, it's a chain pickerel. Still, not a bad fish. I'll take it. So, I'm going to cast here, and then I'm going to reel in to... You know what? Let's do it. Let's try. So we're going to reel it in. We're going to go to 45. So we're even closer this time. It's like we're closer than 50 to 70 feet out. Let's see if it works. See, I've only ever been in between 57 and 70 here, hunting for the trophy and unique fish. So, maybe the unique fish, because I haven't caught one yet, are in this spot here. Like closer to the shore than anywhere else. But yeah, as you can see, there's about 20 feet of water ahead of us because all of the other part of it is pretty much land. So we are only like 25 feet out in reality. Come on. Bite already. Yeah, this spot might not work. So yeah, when you are pulling and fishing, you do want to pull off to the right. Oh, we've been... What am I doing? Right. Up, up, up. Right, so when you're reeling, you want to pull off to the side here so you don't get snagged on all the lily pads. You want to pull it around them. So, going in again, and we're going to hit a 55 instead. Well, the pull too far away. So, it seems as though 60 is a good spot, because it seems to say that every time I cast it in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cast it and pull into 60. Because it seems to be working best right there. Very good, very good. I like. Some catch for unique today, because I want a unique. Trophies are good, but unique are better. I'm going to slip that straight in my net. And we have another one on. It seems yep, it's only a little fish. Alright, fin pickerel. Less XP and money than the others, but still money. So we're gonna cast here and we're just gonna leave it. Should be about 65. Never mind. Now we're in 60. Alright, there we go. So pulled into 60, where it seems every time it says full, the bait was pulled too far away from the fish, so there should be a lot of fish here. Should. If that's why it's saying I'm pulling them away too much all the time. Let's find out, shall we? See, we can't even see our float in the water to see if anything's chasing the live bait around. But what we do know is we're catching fish quicker than we were on the other side. So if you're farming XP and you're just dropping them back in every time, you're going to be ranking up quicker than what you would be on the other side. Yeah, you're getting bigger fish over there, but I think quantity's way better than quality, especially when you get, like, say, 2 to the 1 fish you get over there. But yes, we are using the noob rod that I bought. I say noob, it is a good rod, but it's a level 7 rod. But yeah, the Tellus float, I think it's called, the Tella float is just as good as this rod. Only it's at a lower level. I think it holds like 0.5 pound line as well. I think that's all that it holds. Less than this, so like, I think it's like 6.0 pound, and this is 6.5 pound. So yeah, why is it saying I pulled it away from the fish every single time when there's actually no fish here? No, there's no fish there. Oh, there we go, look. Of course it did it. When like 4 or 5 feet away, so we are going to leave it here because there is a fish right there, obviously. See, I think stick to the 50s is the best bet right now. Maybe as it gets a little bit later and the peak climbs, we'll be catching them a little more often. Because think about it, we're catching quite often, and the peaks kind of low. It's not amazing, I know that. It's in the blue. Oh god, no, look at all that slack. Oh my god, it come right next to me. And a red fin pickerel again. Alright, so what I'm going to do is to go to your peak. What we're going to do is hit your options button, and I'm going to move over to 11 a.m. So I'm going to hit square. I'm going to go press right on the D-pad and forward time. So as you can see, it's now later in the afternoon, morning should I say, it's not afternoon quite yet. I'm going to pull into 60 on the dot. Bait was pulled too far from fish. See, always at 65, it says that same thing. It always does it. Don't know why it does it though, because we're really not pulling it that far at all. It's like 5 feet, and really 5 feet is really not that much at all. Pretty sure the fish haven't got that bad a vision. So let's do this. Let's catch another fish, then we're good. So if you do see that the fish is pulling you, it's just pulling you out further and further, and you can't pull it in on a tension of 3, what you do is you just hit right on your D-pad and turn it up 1. The only way you don't want to do that is if your line is already up in the orange. If your line's in the orange, you're going to have to deal with a long fight. If you're in the green area, so around halfway up, you can hit it once, turn it up to 4, and pull it in at just under orange. It'll go into the yellow area, and that's sorta, it's a little strong. It means the fish is going to be pulling your line a little bit more. It's going to be doing more damage to your line for sure. And if you go up to 5, you're going to snap your line, most definitely. It's probably definitely going to happen. Your line is going to snap. So the fish we are going to be dragging is, the biggest I've seen come out of here is something like £8, and we're on a just under £5 drag reel. 4.9 drag it has. So it should be perfectly fine at handling an £8 fish. The only thing is, you're not going to be able to turn up to, I'm pretty sure you're not going to be able to turn up to 4 tension. You're going to have to have a long fight with it. And we got one on. So as you can see, it's in the perfect green here, so we can turn up the tension without it being a problem. So here we go again. I'll pull in a little bit. Let's see what happens. I've never fished above 70 on here though. Other than once, and it was at like 130 or 40 feet out. Like, it's way further than this. So we are going to test 7 in the 70 and marker and see what happens here. I've only ever caught between 50 and 70 here, and way up out at 130 or 40 somewhere. So hopefully we can catch in the 70s as well, because then I'll be able to bump that 50 to 70 into 50 to 80 feet is a good mark, because then we'd have 30 feet to play around with in the middle there, whereas at the minute we only have 20 feet of know exactly where we can catch from. So usually when I put a marker on somewhere, it's only got 10 feet, but this place has a pretty decent sized marker where we can cast. The target area is pretty big. So if you can cast between 150 and 170 on your rod, like if you're a high level player, you may want to stand over on the dock over there, on the pier, or whatever you want to call it, and fish from the pier instead and cross over all the other water. Whereas we're sticking to the land area. And we have enough chain pickerel. Not bad at all. So let me check my XP here. So we was at the corner of the money before. Now we're halfway past through that where we was at. And we have around... I can tell you exactly how much XP we have. So we have a total weight of 18. So if you was to catch all this and say, instead of 0.4, say 1.50, 1.830, 2.5, 3.3, 4.1, 5, 5.9, 6.8. So say all those fish added up 6.8, and we are currently holding £18. We'd be on around 12.5 pounds, so you would have enough to catch one more big fish. So if we did drop all those out of the net, we would lose, hold up, 100, 200, 300, 460, 5. Yeah, we'd lose around, we'd only be losing around 500 of our money from there, which is really not a big deal when you could catch a £4 fish worth that much anyway, and worth a little bit more XP than that, those fish combined. So, oh, 90. I never caught at 90, but we can catch in between 80 and 90 as well. But so we have a margin. We can go up to around from 50 to 80 feet and catch still, which is actually a pretty good one. So if we catch above 80, we will. It seems like maybe all up these reeds, there's all the fish just lined up all the way up there. It seems what it's looking like at the moment. Seems to be pretty common on this side, because on the other side it's either all the way up there or really close to all the fish are. There's no fish in the middle, more or less. And we have caught a fish. Oh, it's a big one as well. So like this is pulling you out, you can hit your tension and pull it up a little. So as you can see, we're perfect halfway. So this is easily a £3 fish at least. So let's pull this in and see what it is. Look at that. 3.4 trophy chain pickerel. 161 XP, 349. That's a keeper. So I'm going to be back in a second. I'm going to run and grab another drink because I'm out. Alright, we're back. Let's do this. Ooh, squeaky door. Play it to about here and see if we catch on this. So yeah, it seems like the bigger fish are further out. Like, it seems like the trophies may be a little further out. But I've only caught trophies past 80 so far. Seems like maybe the bigger fish are are further out, but I have caught a few trophies closer. Because I do cast from the bridge, pier, or whatever you want to call it again. I don't know what it is. I'm pretty sure it's a pier though. But yeah, from the pier. I have caught a trophy from there, and I can't go all the way up to where I am here. But since I found this spot, I didn't know you could come all the way up here to fish. I thought it was like barriered off to the little muddy area where what you saw as I was walking here. I didn't think you could go this far up. But when I tried it, like when I walked up here to see if I could, I started fishing from here. And luckily I was in a private server, so nobody saw me come up here at all. So I was on my own. So nobody knows about this spot from what I've seen anyway. But usually people don't just go and cast straight through a bush and a bank right in front of them. They just stand where they can actually see where they're casting usually. But I guess as long as you're catching fish, it doesn't matter. And we got a fish on. Like, that snagged my bait hard. It's only a small one. I forgot to turn my tension back down. Guess it doesn't really matter. Yellow perch. Yeah, we are going to turn it back down because I don't want to end up catching a fish and it being too big and snapping, because I don't want to keep replacing hooks and things like that. I'd like to keep my hooks as long as possible, thank you. The less hooks I lose, the less money I have to spend. So this video has already cost me nearly 5,000. So if you did just unlock the area, it would cost you around 5,100 because you would have to buy an advanced license as well. Oh, it's pulling me. Only a little bit, but it's pulling. Could be a £2 trophy. Oh, it's a trophy yellow perch. Not bad at all. So if you did have a stringer, this would be, you would be full when you caught this fish. So let's go ahead and cast back out there again. So I think we've had another 2 trophies in a row. Oh no, we didn't. We've had a trophy, a perch, and then a trophy again. So casting past 80 seems to be where the trophies are. So I bet the unique are a little further out than that. I bet the unique's somewhere like 170 where I can't quite reach without using a lure rod. So in my opinion, the top casting lure rod that I found so far is the Jig Winner 810, but there is higher levels of the Jig Winner and lower levels of it. So a Jig Winner seems to be the way to go for a good long cast with a lure rod. That seems to be the lure rod to go with for the good cast. But I had to upgrade because I finally bought crankbait lures. And they was a little bit too heavy for the rod, so I had to buy a more expensive rod that doesn't quite cast as far. In fact, I think it's like 70 feet less per cast. I've hit 230 with a Jig Winner 810. I think that's a level 16 or 18 maybe. Might be a little bit higher, maybe into 20s, but around that area. And it was casting at like 220 to 230 at a big cast. So, it was a pretty good cast. Yeah, I got an upgrade because I couldn't use it. It was a little bit too heavy, the crankbait. So what I'm planning on doing is buying another Jig Winner. Oh, got a fish on. Again. Oh, whoa, this has pulled me pretty hard that time. Not bad. Oh, it's coming towards me now. It's good. Saved me time. Oh, look at that. It's a good one. It's a trophy. £3 at least, because it's pulling me. You know you got a good fish when it pulls you. When you can just hold your reel and it pulls you out. That's when you know it's a £3. It's a chain pickerel. Oh wow, that was a strong paint. Wow, that was a strong pickerel right there. This one had some fight in him. Not bad. Let's go again. Maximum cast. So, here we are again. In the 120 area. Come on, just give me a unique fish already. So, I'm happy. I've not got a unique fish once. Level 26 and haven't had a unique. My friend's lower level than me and he's already had, I think, 4 unique fish. He got 2 of them in a row. So, but yeah, if you're doing a predator hunt, this would definitely be, if you're doing a predator hunt in Emerald, you would definitely be best coming into this spot here, because this is where the chain pickerel and redfin pickerel and grass pickerels are. And they're all the highest scorers out of the lot. So, if you get a chain pickerel, if you're fishing here, you're going to be getting a ton of chain pickerel. So, you're probably going to have a good shot at winning, because you don't have to keep the fish to earn the points. So you first off, you fill your net as fast as you can with everything you get, and then after that you just keep dropping them in. If you didn't catch a unique in your net and you want to, I would go right up until the point where you filled it, and then just keep the unique if you do get one. But I haven't seen a unique get caught yet. Not in this place. I've seen in Rocky, I've seen a few caught there, but here I've not seen one being caught. Or also in the Neharim Rivers, I haven't seen one caught there. I think it's North Carolina, Neharim Rivers. Yeah, North Carolina, I haven't seen one caught there yet either. Come on, hurry up and bite. See, I think the further you cast, the lower the bites, but the bigger the fish maybe. But yeah, if you was to go with a bigger hook, you would probably catch bigger fish. but for the time being I'm only going to use a 2-0 because that's working pretty well at the moment, and I am catching £3 trophy fish on it, so it seems to be working pretty well for now. There we go, got another one on. It is not a hard fish to pull in, it's pretty much being dragged in. Come on. And it's a young northern pike. So, as you can see, the young northern pike are here, but they're just not the most common at all. The other side is the northern pike area, so we're going to pull it in straight away. We're going to go 84. I want to try 80s again, because 80s was good. I caught a trophy the first cast in 80s. So I think we may be on the bottom in the 80s here, though. Oh, already. Oh, I was itching when I got it, damn it. I couldn't reel it in as well, or turn to pull it. Well, oh well, we'll catch another one there. Let's go again. So 80s would be about there. Oh no, it's not, it's further. Further than I anticipated. Right, come back here. Yeah, I'm gonna catch you. I'm gonna catch you, fish. I'm gonna get you. This time you're not gonna get off either, because I'm actually ready this time. Last time you got me while I was off guard. This time I'm on guard. And you will not take my bait again. And here we go. Ah, got you this time. He's pulling me quite a bit when I'm just reeling in, but he might just be a normal fish here. He may not be such a big fish. Yeah, it's only 1.7. And here we go again. Perfect cast. So yeah, the 80s are working. It's been a little bit quicker than the other areas, so I'm going to keep with the 80 area. Between 80 and 85 is what I'm going to be doing right now, I think. I think it seems to be working really well, so while it's working well, I'm going to keep it up. So we have £28.2 out of 154. We're definitely not filling up. Oh, there we go. Got another one on. And we have another chain pickerel. So, I think that chain pickerel pay around 100.3 money per pound, because they seem to be a little bit more than what they weigh. Usually you'd get, like, you just knock the final number off and count the first 3 numbers, and it would be 10 per each 100 that you get. Is how you'd work it. And if it's not 10 per 100, it's not worth catching. The pike are the same. The northern pike, they're worth quite a bit as well. Now, if you catch a £4 one of those, you're going to be getting nearly 500 for it. But that's if you're premium again. So if you're not premium, it does have a little bit of an impact on how much money and XP you do earn. Come on, bite. Bite already. We need to be speed catching. So after the next fish, I'm going to check how much money I'm actually on. At around £30. Oh, we got one on. Oh, wow, this is a really good fish. Woohoo. It's coming towards me. Damn, that one pulled hard. Oh, wow, this one's pulling hard. Yeah, this is a good fish, I think. This is a decent one. It's fighting. Are you kidding me? That one was a... Wow, that is super... Had a great strike on him. I hit hard. Look at that, perfect cast again. What do you mean? Trying to say I'm bad at casting. Perfect 83 again. Oh, I didn't even check how much I have. Oops. I guess we'll do it on the next one with caught fish anyway. Man, this is a chain pickerel again. These have a mean strike. Oh, I'm not pulling this one straight out of the water. Hold on. No, I can't pull this one straight out of the water. Right. A 1.4. So yeah, these are mean, these chain pickerels. Right, so what we're going to do is check how much we have already. 3,304. So we're at £32. So this would be your second day complete here. And you would be spending, I think it's 300 per day here. So you'd have spent 300 extra. So you'd have made money for the trip coming here already. And you would have enough to move on to the third day here. And that's when you'd make your next set of money, which would be the rod and reel payments, which is another 5,000. So 4 days here you would have all your money back that you spent setting up for this place, and the 5th day, if you played that day as well, you would have your money back and extra money to spend later on. So it would be a long trip, but if you're making money on them, if you're going to make money on that trip, go for it. That one's a little off. Here's a little bit more. Perfect 83 reeling. I take it. So yeah, 83 is a hot spot right now. There's a whole bunch of fish sitting there. And they're working well. So yeah, we're at peak hour now. Like, we're at the top of the peak, I think, more or less. Hey, got another one on. I nearly missed it because I was itching, but we got him. Nope, don't lose slack. So let's see, can we... Yeah, we can pull this guy pretty easily. Here's a redfin. Yep, a redfin pickerel. So I'm nearly ranked up, so... By now, you probably would have ranked up. If you was level 5, you'd have probably ranked up to around level 7 by now. So... I've made money on the trip here, so all I'm going to do is I'm going to keep going until this rod and reel is paid for. because I don't want to lose money from it, from buying the rod and the reel and stuff. Can't be losing money for that kind of stuff. It's not good. It's not how it works. But if you do unlock high pound line, and this only holds up to £6.5, I'm pretty sure £8 line will work just fine on this rod. It will do a little extra damage to your rod and line. I'm pretty sure it does a little, I think it does around 10% more damage per every £2 that you go over your limit on. So you're only going to be doing a little bit more damage to your rod, which is not that much at all to repair. Plus, you'd have already leveled up by now 2 or 3 times, so you would have enough to get another rod already anyway. So it wouldn't matter if you were damaging your rod quick. You just use it up until it's 10%, then rather than repairing it, you just sell it and buy a new one. I'm got another chain pickerel, 1/7, nice, I'll take it. So yeah, we're in a pretty good spot right now for the fish. Seems to be working really well. So this is where you would be in the event, because I'm catching redfin chain pickerels constantly. So this would be an event winning spot right here. All we need to do is catch the unique. Whew, I've had every, actually, it's a lie. We've had every trophy except for the walleye. And now all we're looking for is the unique. The walleye I can get easily. I can switch up to a higher level gear and just put on a lure and stuff like that and just use that instead and catch him. But I want that unique. As soon as I get the unique, I'll be happy. And we got another fish on. Oh, he's pulling me. Oh, we can. Oh, he's a aggressive fish. Really aggressive. So this is about as aggressive as you're gonna find, unless you get a unique. If this is a unique, this is what fight you should be expecting. Obviously, I've been playing a while and I know how to pull the fish in easier. I know all the little tricks on getting them in a lot easier. Oh, it's a good one. It's a 3.8 chain pickerel. Look at that. I am so close to leveling up. My bar is full. But look at that. That's a beauty. And it's a personal record. So, we have 28 fish in here. 4,000. So we're 1,500 in. So the reel is paid for along with the trip now. All we need is an extra 2,000 to top it off. And what I am going to do is go across. So we need like 19 XP before we leveled up. So let's go. Let's get that 19 XP already. Oh, that's a 75 cast there. That's nothing more. Oh, 78. Eh, I'll take it. I just caught a pretty good fish right there. It whipped the little grips out, fish grip grabber thing. I don't even know what they're called. I'll have to look what they're called. Fish grabbers. Fish grabbers sounds good. Fish grabbers it is. Yes. Yeah, get the fish grabbers out to put them up. Yeah, if anyone knows, let me know what they are. I don't have a clue what they are. No idea what they're called. See, I don't use one. And when I pull a fish out, I just whip it into the landing net and pick it up. I don't use anything to pick it up. I don't even use one of those to weigh the fish either. I weigh the little sack that well, it's not a sack, it's more like a pad that you put them on. I like fold that over and then use the handles on that. Put it on the hook for the scales, and then I use that to weigh them. See, I weigh the bag, soak him wet, so I know how much it weighs at the most, so I know how much the fish weighs. When I weigh them, I don't use one of the little grabby thingies to do it. Oh, got another fish on. Oh no, don't do slack, I don't like that. So yeah, this is a pretty effective setup as well, as you can see. I've only lost one fish on this setup so far. Oh my god, he's trying to kill me. Oh, did you see that? He tried to kill me and I've leveled up. Oh yeah. Solving the 496, the Exterminator 5500 and Helios 3KP, Mono Point 16 ball bobbers. New bait and new lures. Can't wait to check out that new bait. Cannot wait to check that out. So as soon as we're done here, we're going to go and check what new bait I got. Oh. Wasn't concentrating, so I've cast a little bit too far. Right, there we go. We're in the money spot. Well, around the money spot. So now we need to go up to... What level did I just hit? 27, I think, weren't it? Yes, 27. So what bait do you unlock at 27, though? Large Manaus, maybe? Is that what I can buy now for coins? I don't think you unlock anything at 27, do you? Other than Manaus, the large ones, for coins, which obviously I'm going to buy some of. Cost a fucking fortune, though. 950 for like 5 of them. Who the fuck spends that much on bait? Jeez, they're expensive. Like a live bait for me, it's like £2 per live bait. So I get 10. It only cost me like £20. I think for like... I think it's for like £5 and maggots, it costs around like £5 as well, and you get absolutely fucking tons. So it's kind of cheap actually for me to get bait and stuff. The gear, it depends what gear you want, how much that costs really. I use a I think it's a 7-foot rod. I'm not sure what the name of it is. I don't know. My old one broke. I loved my old one. I kept the reel though, because the reel on my old rod was absolutely amazing. It was like a mini telescopic. It was a beast. But I pulled some pretty big fish in on it. Like bigger than what you think it would hold. And then one day, just one day, I was getting, oh my days, this is pulling me out. Wow, this is a good fish. But yeah, one day I was unpacking it. I got down there and I took it out, and because I don't usually pull it out by hand, I just fling it, like I just cast it more or less, and it flies out, and then I just make sure it's all tight and lined up. Well, the last one flew out of the end of it, so I lost about a foot off the rod. I think it's a good fish. It is a good fish, I know that. It's a good battle, this, I like it. Oh wow, let's turn up the tension on this. Damn, there we go, now we can pull it in a little easier. Whoo, this is a good fish, I like it. Could be that £3. It could be oh, it's a good one. What is it? It is £3.8 again, and it's another new personal record by about point 0.8 or something. Hold on there. 3825. Oh, let me go and check my keep now. I want to see how much that is a personal best by. Right, so that was the early morning. Oh, £0.2 it was bigger by. Wow. Exact same amount though. But wow, that was an amazing catch right there. And 2.2 heavier than the one before. Wow, than the other one that we caught. That is amazing. I'm happy about that. Why do I always stop on like 78 and 83 mainly? It doesn't make no sense. I get the perfect one every time, but I don't care. I ain't complaining. I like this. So, oh yeah, let me knock it back down to 3 again, because if I do get the trophy on, it is gonna hit my line hard, and I don't want it to snap. Right, we have £44.7 worth of fish right now, and the peak runs all the way through till around 4 p.m. when it starts dropping a little. Like it drops like not vertically. Would it be perpendicular maybe? I don't know. Oh, this is another decent. Oh wow, don't lose it. That'd not be good. I think it's no perpendicular. It's not perpendicular. That's a way different. That's a way different thing. It means a complete different thing. I'm pretty sure it does. Yeah, it's perpendicular is a way different thing. So we have another chain pickerel. But you know, if I was on predator hunt, mans would be wrecking it right now. God, I'd be so far ahead of everyone. I'd be on top form right now. Oh, I wish there was a predator hunt on. Ah, I'd be winning by now as well. I'd be smashing it. 30 minutes of fishing here in this spot. Oh, I'd catch some mint fish. I've had a lot of trophies as well already. Wow. I mean, like 4 trophies from this spot already, which is insane. Oh, we got another good one. Maybe £2, maybe £2. Could it be? No, it can't be £2. I think it's just a 1.8 or 7 putting up a pretty big fight is what I can say about this one. It's not higher than that because I'm pulling in fairly easily. Yeah, 1.8. Look at that though. It's not bad at all. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. But I can't believe I'm not in the event right now. Oh, I'd love to be in the event right now. I'd be slaughtering the event. I would be winning by a mile. I would be so far ahead of everybody. Oh, no. What am I doing here? Why did I just pull it that hard? I'm gonna let the fish come to me. I want to lose a fish due to lack of tension. That'd be so silly. I would hate to lose a fish due to lack of tension. I would be so angry. See, I still haven't even got the angling machine yet. So, I still haven't caught 15 fish without losing one or messing it up or anything like that yet. Like, not had 15 successful catches without failing at all yet. And it is probably safe to say that we are kind of close. I would say maybe 10 fish. I think we're on about 10 fish out of the 15 maybe. I'm not 100% sure, but it is around 10 fish easily. Because we did lose one, or we'd probably had it done by now. Because I wasn't ready and I missed, because I didn't pull it hard enough because I didn't have both hands on the controller. So I couldn't turn and hit it as well. Another decent one here by the looks of it. Or a good fighter at least anyway. Give it a little jerk. Yeah, I like to... If they pull me out, that's when I like to pull them in. I don't want to pull them in if they're not pulling me. Oh my... Jeez, this was a pretty strong one. I don't like to keep doing... Whipping it up side to side unless it's definitely going to pull me a lot more. What we got here? Another 1.8. Not bad, not bad. See, with this angling machine, they don't take it easy on you. Like, you mess one thing up. I don't even know if pulling it too far away and it's saying you pulled the bait too far away so the fish is gone. I don't know if that counts towards it, but it probably does because they're strict on it. You strike too early, you failed it. Your bait gets lost, you failed it. You reel in without catching a fish, you failed it. You break the line on a snag, you failed it. You know what? Probably snagging fails as well, to be honest. It is hard. Like, even if you cast him perfectly, like, even if you're hitting them fish every single time kind of thing to do it. Like, you get a good cast, you get a fish on, you pull it in without failing, done. And what's happened before is I've got it on 14. I've checked, I'm on 14. I've pulled it in and right at the end the fish fell off the hook as he was bringing it up to him. Like, he literally took the fish out of the water and went to grab the line and the fish fell off. What the... Oh, we got a good one. It's pulling very hard. Oh my god. Oh yes, this could be a good one. Could be the trophy.
Who are you on it with?
YouTube.
Oh.
Oh, I found a new spot that's amazing for Emerald. Unbeatable. I didn't even know you could come here. I just came here and tested and it worked. But this thing is pulling me all over the place. Let me up that tension a bit more. Turn up the tension. Alright, we got you. Oh, it's a decent one. What is it? 2.7. It's alright. Not bad at all. I'll take a trophy though. Hell yeah, I'll take a trophy. So turn down the tension. And cast again. Let's go. Right. Come on. Let's have them. The fish are real. So we only have like 100 more to go. £100 of fish to go. So game plan is to have 100 fish when we're done. Like on the dot, 100 fish, and it be either exactly 154324 or be over the weight on a exactly 100 fish. That'd be buzzing. I'd be happy with that. 100 fish in one session would be nice. But yeah, the peak's gonna start to drop pretty soon, so we are gonna need to rush things along. So fish, bite quicker, quick time. Get on that bait. So for some reason, when the fish eat your bait, it doesn't vibrate beforehand, because they don't just play with your bait, they just go, eat it. Like, they don't vibrate at all before. PC, I don't think, I'm pretty sure you don't have vibration in your mouse and things. Maybe there is some super expensive cool mouse that does that, but for the most part, I'm pretty sure it won't vibrate. But yeah, usually what happens on console is you'll get a vibration with, when you're not using Lightbait, you get like a vibration, say something's messing with your bait or whatever. But with these fish in here, you don't get any vibration. As soon as the fish strikes, that's when the vibration starts. So be aware, as soon as it does vibrate in here, unless you're lure fishing anyway, you don't get a bite. Lure fishing, you get a bite. But float fishing, for the most part here with live bait, is all about perfect striking. And I've got pretty good at striking in this area, because I've learned that I miss them usually. Well, I used to anyway, because I not know that it didn't vibrate, because normally it vibrates beforehand when they're playing with the bait, but obviously it's live bait. I'm pretty sure they're not going to play with the bait because they'd lose it. So I think they just snap straight onto it, and as soon as it starts vibrating, you just whip up your rod. It's like, yes, got you. But I'm thinking about anytime soon it's going to say bait was eaten or lost, and you'll see that it was a perfectly good strike. Now you can replay it as many times as you want, and it'll just say bait was eaten or lost. And I'll be thinking, I was definitely on 14 out of 15 for my angling machine, because there is no way I did not get a perfect strike right there. It seems to be how it is. All the fish will strike while you're not even expecting it in the slightest, and you'll miss it. But I'm going to be fully expecting every single strike. If I got an itch, I'll find a new way to itch it. I'm not going to use my hands. My hands are going to be on the controller at all times. Both hands. So I don't miss a fish. And I'm not going to take my eye off the float either. Because you get a little wobbles when the fish is swimming around in circles. Sometimes it'll move a little bit. But yes, I'm watching the float, and I've got both hands on the controller ready to strike at any time. So maybe today will be the day that I get my angling machine complete as well, because it is taking so long. Look, it's just taking so long now. It's gonna wait for me to move, because I need to itch. I need to itch. Oh man. Let's do it. Right. Itch complete. Right. Back to on point. Let's do this. Let's catch fish. Come on. I wish I could listen to music and play and stream at the same time. Hey! Got one. There we go. Perfect strike. He ain't catching me out. Oh, slack. I'm turning slack up. I ain't losing a fish to slack. No way. I'm turning slack up. I am not losing a fish to slack at all. Right. So we got the next fish. Oh, that's too far. I don't want to cast that far. Because I don't know if pulling it away from the fish matters. Let's go. Yeah, there we go. We're in spot. It didn't say I pulled it too far away from a fish, so I'm taking it as we're good. I don't even know if reeling it in matters either. If you reel it into a specific spot, whether that matters or anything, I have no idea if that makes a difference. But I'm pretty sure it won't. Because to a master, like an angling machine, would not just cast and sit with it there. They'd probably pull it in a little to where they wanted it to be. They wouldn't just leave it where it lands. I never do that. I always pull it into where I want it to be exactly. Like, I can do with 1 or 2 feet off, but anything more, nope. I'll pull it all the way back in. Look at that! Hold up. That is, so you saw that, right? Watch this. Let me watch that replay myself. Pulls, perfect strike. Bait was eaten or lost. What did I say? What did I say? Soon as you hit 14, you will get the bait was eaten or lost fucking thing. See, I'm gonna have to send them an email or some shit about that, because there's no way. So when I looked, I was on 40 fish. So I caught 5 fish after the eaten or lost before. So let me check what I'm on now. I'm on 38 fish, so yeah, 14. So I got 14 catches, and then the bait was eaten or lost. Again, obviously, it set me back to the beginning again, which is stupid, I'd say. It is really, really stupid. Why? Why do they have to do that? Angling machine is complete, whether they fucking say it is or not. I've completed that shit, because there's no way you hit a perfect, dead on, hooked, complete strike as perfect as that. I couldn't have struck more perfect if I tried. And it's given me a bait was eaten or lost. So 38 fish we caught. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna keep track of how many fish I've caught now. I'm gonna keep track of how many I've caught. I'm gonna see. We'll see what happens. Right, so perfect strike. Fish is being pulled in. Da 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 da. Simples. No, you're not pulling me away. No. Don't even dare try the slack trap. It doesn't work with me. I'm not like a normal person. I whip it out and then I whip straight back into it, so you can't get that slack trap. Done it again, Ollie. Bait was eaten or lost at 14.
You pass the ball. Why are you feeding him lunch meat? He's not going to eat lunch meat. Is he not fish?
Yeah, he fucking will eat it, twat.
He's not a fish, Cal. He's not going to eat it.
Well, he will fucking mithering sometimes, eat him a bit, and obviously he don't like it.
Pass the ball.
You fucking hold on. Can you not see that I've got a fish on you, fucking idiot? Jesus.
You fucking fanny. You fucking fanny.
This is a good one as well, because it's pulling me all over the place. It's at least 3.8 pound.
You're fucking fanny. Hold up. You're just the same as Junior, you are. Hold up and Cal, tell him. Stop.
Here we go, it's a big one. What have we got?
Hang
A
on.
3 pound, yeah. Yeah, Ollie, I got up to that. I got the fucking angling master, yeah, up to 14. And you know that bait was eaten or lost trap shit that it gives you every time because it's fucking rigged. It gave me that. And I got a perfect strike. I'd struck exactly the same as every other one. And it's gave me the bait was eaten or lost again. Yeah, it is retarded how they give you bait was eaten or lost as soon as you fucking catch. That pisses me off already. Well, that was a weak strike. That was slow as shit, and I got the fish on. So as number 2, next one. So on 2 fish so far. And come on. Taking so long. Damn, son. Oh, look at that. A nice, slow strike. And I got the fish on. But the one where I was on 14 out of 15 for the angling machine, nah. I get a perfectly fast strike and the fish falls off. Lovely. See my point now? It is rigged. Without a doubt, it is rigged. To stop you in your tracks at 14. Because there's no fucking way you strike that slow and get the fish on. Alright, so I'm going to strike exactly how I struck on that final 14th fish out of Angling Master. Or machine, whatever it is. Angling Master, machine, same shit, different day. But I'm going to strike the exact same as what I did. If it gives me bait eaten or lost, fair enough. Maybe I struck a little bit too quick or I struck too hard. I'll strike exactly the same as that. How I always hit them. I'm going to hit them. There we go. Boom. No, bait wasn't eaten or lost. And that was exactly the same as the 14th for Angling Machine. So, why should I have bait eaten or lost on the 14th when I hit the same catch? I got the same strike right there. And didn't get bait eaten or lost. So that's what I understand. How do I get a bait eaten or lost? This doesn't make no sense to me. Not at all. So it seems the best spot to cast is definitely around 80. So that is definitely the best spot to cast over here. And you just line your rod up with this little corn dog on a stick looking tree thing right here. And cast straight over. So you move up as far as you can into a corner and cast to the left. Like cast anywhere around this, just line yourself up with it somewhere, cast there, and you are good. So yeah, we're gonna do it again. We're gonna hit the strike at the exact same time again. So the Minow's going a little crazy. There's something on him. You can see the float moving by itself. There we go. Cast. I got the same strike. And no bait eaten or lost. So fix your fucking bugged, stupid, rigged ass shit, you idiots. Because it's starting to piss me off. Like, the amount of times I've got up to 14 fish out of 15 is unfucking believable. And then it goes and says bait eaten or lost. So, whether it's just pot fucking luck that it does it every time, which is highly unlikely. There's no way the fish is like, yeah, I'm taking your bait. Took it off hook, boom, mine. Fuck off. Bait eaten or lost, mate. But, you know. And I'm gonna, oh wow, this is a good one. £3 maybe. Turn up my tension a little bit. Come on. Yeah, it's at least £3, I'd say, this one, because they don't pull this hard. Unless it's a northern pike, they don't pull this. Yeah, it's a grass pickerel, so it's about £3. Nice. So, we're on 5 or 6 out of 15. Let's say 1-5. 1-5 out of 6 so far. 5 out of 15, I mean 5 out of 6. What the fuck? That'd be too easy. So yeah, we're on 5 out of 15. Let's see how this plays out. It's taking forever now. I think maybe the peak ran out a little earlier than I thought. No, but on the next fish, I'm gonna go check the angling machine challenge and see if it is 5 or 6, or 6 or 7, should I say, after this. May not even be, maybe neither of them. It might even just be 4. Yeah, I think the peak's definitely run out, probably, more than likely. Because it is taking a while now. Wait, fish, I need a drink. Come on. This is so long. Taking forever. This is longer than usual. Peak must be running out right now. Must be. If it is, we may need to push on to the second day. So another thing. If your rod starts out pointing up in the air and you're holding your line in your hand, like to cast, all you do is you press R3 on like your analog R3, and that'll change it to casting mode. So you're actually doing a long cast rather than just throwing it in, more or less. This is a pretty good fighter right now. It's not that heavy though. £2 maybe. It'd be way harder to hit. Ooh, a walleye. I haven't had them in a while. Nice. So what we're gonna do is check the peak also. So yeah, the peak is starting to run out now. So we're on 45 fish, and we are gonna go over here, and we're gonna go down to where are you? One out of 15. See? 1 out of 15. 4 or 5 fish I've caught now successfully. So successful catches in a row. I've had 4 or 5. At least 4. And it's saying 1 of 15. Now how the fuck do you work that out? Unless this challenge is broken, I don't understand how to do it. Because 15 successful fish to me is, don't snag, don't reel in without catching a fish at all, don't lose your bait, don't snap your line, don't miss a strike, and don't lose a fish due to line tension being weak or low. But it's 1 of 15, and I've caught at least 4 in a row. Perfectly. Now explain to me how the fuck I do that challenge. Like, please explain how I do the challenge. Doesn't make sense, does it? It does not make sense. Ah, so dumb. So dumb. See what I mean? 7.29. So we made money in the area now. So yeah, we made money. We made about 3,000. So that's how much we would have made. And that would have been around a 4-day trip for you guys. So an extra 2 days. Wait. Yeah, you'd be on the 4th day at that with that much XP. So you would have ranked up fairly fast. But only because I'm premium, it's a little, well, I say a little more, it's about 950 more XP and around like 2,730 or something money. Travelling where to? I was gonna say. So we're gonna repair everything. And it tells me my costs after repairing. So we made money. But yeah, I don't know how that works at all. See, let me go ahead and check now. Maybe it updated. Not one. I don't know why that is. I don't know why it's doing that. Weekly XP. So you're telling me this guy at the top's getting over 2 million XP a week? How is he getting 2 million XP a week? That is not a week. That is fucking overall, definitely. I've been playing nearly 2 weeks. And I have around 45,000 XP so far. And you're telling me this kid at the top earns 2.1 million XP every single week. And he hasn't even caught as many fish as this guy here. And he doesn't catch that much. Now this guy's caught way more fish. How the fuck do you work? Look, that's his overall experience. I thought so. Because there's no way a week you earn that much XP. See, he's still 1.8 million XP, this guy is, still. But, look at this guy, he's caught 11.4 thousand fish and he's only caught 3 unique fish. And he's only level 33. So, let me see how many fish I have. all. Right, hold on, let me, So yeah, I've been playing since the 10th, the 18th to the 10th, and we are on the, I think it's the 24th of the 10th, right? Or 25th, maybe. No, it's not, it's higher than that, it's more than that. Yeah, so I've played for around 19 days or something like that. So, I've caught 1,494 fish. My XP, I'm on 45,472 XP. So, here we go. This work, 520,000 XP a week. Okay. Right, so every single one of these has to be level 40. All of them. Until around 150,000. They should all be a level 40. I'm pretty sure 150,000 XP is rank 40, and then after that you just gain XP and I don't know what it does. But yeah, everyone should be around level 40 here. Pretty sure of it. So, here we go. Yeah, level 38, look. He's 153,000 XP. So, wait a minute. I've caught more fish than him. But he's... Oh, wait, nah, yeah, true. He has, unique. So, look, all the other guys under him have got more uniques, so that's why they're level 40 with, but he's not. But wait a minute, he has like 200, like not even 200 more XP than the other guy. But yeah, most of these people who have caught a lot of trophies, so he's only caught 14 trophies. But yeah, everyone except for one guy is level 40. I'd love to know how that guy's not level 40. I would love to know how he's not level 40 yet. Profile. Played since the 13th for the 10th. So I've played longer than him. Challenges, he's completed 18. Bassmaster, Catfish Master, yeah, Crappy Devoted, Lucky Bobber Maniac, Panfish Overlord, Partake Perch Master, Pike Master, Reckless Spender, Saint 2, Salmon Master, Tight Lines, Trophy Gainer, Trout Master, Walleye Chief and Unique Gainer. And he's got a whole bunch of different fish. So he called a Unique Chinook Salmon. Days in game 15. Days in game 11. So he's been in the game 4 more days than me, and he's 11 levels higher than me. See, I don't understand that, you see. This is what's bugging me out. So well be. Let me go on his profile. 99.5 trophy guys, what he's got. Playing since the 18th of September. He's been in the game 41 days. He's prestige 47. Is it prestige 1 or 2 or what though? He has 7 rods. So he's completed angling machine already. Lucky book. So yeah, he's caught a few fish. How many has he caught? 6,459. So he has 3.8 common, say 2.1 trophy, and 500 unique. And I don't know what prestige that is, but I know he's prestiged. I know that for sure. But yeah, I don't know, man. This is weird as hell. I don't know how much XP it is to 40, but it must be around 140,000 or something like that. With you. No, I don't know, that don't make sense though. That guy had more XP than people who was level 40 already. So how the hell is he not level 40 is my question. Don't make no sense at all. Really don't make no sense. Right, anyway, I'm gonna end the stream here, so anyone who watched, thanks for watching. Anyone who does watch after this video is after the stream, thanks for watching. I will see you next time.